Okay, well it's Saturday, 12th of August. It's just gone 6:30 in the evening. I've not been able to get down for over a week because I've been tied up with jobs on the house, as I have been today. But I knocked off just before 6 o'clock and I thought I'll go down the lake, see if I can slot in somewhere just for the night. I've got down there and there's only one other angler on the lake who's in the new point swim. So yeah, I'm parked up by the island swim, which is going to be the swim for the night. I did do a lap of the lake, but you can't really see anything. It's overcast, you know, and I haven't really got the time. I need to get set up and get them out there. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm here till tomorrow lunchtime. A bit of a rest from doing the DIY. So yeah, looking forward to it. Right, time to get the gear out of the car. Okay, well it's coming up 7:30 now. I've put them out in the usual spots, the spots I like to fish. 19 reps up the side of the island and 20.5 reps out towards a tall tree out there. The usual standard half a dozen spots. No one else has turned up, so it's just two of us on tonight. Yeah, and it's not as if the weather's, you know, typical blazing hot summer conditions. It's you know, I haven't looked at the pressure, but I'm betting it's lowish pressure. Got southwesterlies that have been strong at times, you know, we've had rain and wind and all the rest of it. So yeah, and I've seen fish. Actually, the fish are active out there. One stuck its head out further down the tree line there as I was baiting up, and there's one that's jumped out over the other side. I mean, not in my water, but yeah, shows they're active. So yeah. Right, well I've got a bit of boxing to watch, so I'm going to say goodnight, but I reckon that one of those rods is going to go off and I'll see you before long. That didn't take long. I hope it's not a tench. Oh, saying that. Doesn't feel like a tench. Not a big one. Lively though. Okay, but it just gone 9 o'clock when that went off. So yeah, it wasn't long at all. There's only a little one. $17. Go on in, mate. Can I show you to the camera? Slip you back. Don't flip. Might as well do the other side. Very good. Good start. It's coming up 9:30 now, Yeah, it just stayed light enough for me to get it back out there, see where I was aiming. And I've checked my line once my rod's on the rest and it's sunk, the line sunk, and I'm just off the overhang, which is where a couple of spots went. So yeah, I'm fishing on bait. So yeah, all's good. Right, hopefully I'll see you again with something bigger. First light. Oh, weeded up here. Oh dear. Feels like I'm just dragging weed now. I hope it hasn't dumped me. Still on. Oh, mate. I had to handline it to free the weed. When it became free, charged off again. We're back in business. Yes. Oh yeah. Whew, finally. Well, that went off about 5 o'clock. I got it in about 20 past. I gave it a good rest while I made myself a coffee, a couple of swigs. Again, it's not a monster, but very welcome. Oh, come on. Similar to the other one really, probably about the same size. No, I misjudged that a little bit, 20 and a half. Flip in, please. Look at the other side. You flipping, please. Okay. Good. Coming in. Oh. Okay. Fish were crashing as I was playing that. Out to the left there, around the corner from the end of the bush. All at once just jumped out as I speak. Out on the plateau. Didn't look big. I was debating whether to rechuck the right hand rod. I mean, it's okay where it is, but I could get it tighter to the overhang. Sort of peak take time now though, isn't it? So yeah, probably best not to move it. Probably give it to 9:30, something like that. If nothing, then have a rechuck. I'll be off by 11:30 today, something like that. Still got chores to do, lots of them. Fancy my chances for another. Yeah. Might even stick a spot out. A spot or two over each spot. Think about it whilst I drink the rest of this. coming up 8:45 now. I've just put the right hand one out again, fresh bait on, and yeah, got it more under the overhang. I've decided against putting any bait out though. It's not looking particularly carpy out there. There's a nice breeze on the water, but there's been no signs since, well, the first light really, when I had that fish. So yeah, I'm not going to put any spots out. I'm just going to leave it for the last 2.5 hours, something like that. Yeah. Okay, well I packed up a bit early in the end. It's 10:30 now. It was looking pretty dead out there, so yeah. I'll be back down when I can, and whenever that is, I'll see you then. Okay, it's Friday, 18th of August. Just come up to 5:30. Very busy lake. Just going to be a case of slotting in again. Although I think I might be slotting in the right place. There's something's just moved out from the margin there. Yeah, I've just parked up in the New Point swim, which is the first one I came to that was free. I'm just going to walk down the other end in the bay here. The weed's massively up. It's gone mental. Yeah, see if I can see any fish in the corners. But that was quite promising. So yeah, right, let's have a look. Well, nothing seen there. Doesn't help that it's overcast. But yeah, let's go and look in the other corner. Well, there was someone that I couldn't see that was fishing in there just during the day, but someone else is coming in after him to do the night. 2 nights, I think he said. So I'm going to be limited to just fishing really this half of the bay. So yeah, looking over, I think that the margin swim's free, but don't know whether to go around and look at there now. Did see that fish over, or something over there. I want to go and have another look around there again, see if I can see anything. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go and look around in the margin swim and risk losing this one. Oh, look at that. Yeah, bit of a weed problem. All down there. That's mental. That cuts down the options a bit. They're fishing along there. Alright, might have to think again. Might be back to the other swim. Well, as you can see, I split the rods up, one out in the little back area there, and one out into the main bit of the bay. That's because a very good friend member down here tipped me off that the fish that came out last night all came out of this little back area. Or if it wasn't last night, it was over the last couple of nights. So yeah, and they said they were just fishing the far tree line. And so that's what I've done. I've stuck a PVA bag out there. I did have a lead first to get the distance. It's 10, just over 10 wraps. Before you start clipping the bushes and trees on the other side. Whereas that little area there was chock full of weed in the middle, and even close in the margin on this side, it seems to be clear over the other side. So yeah, bag's gone out there. I've converted the old pod, sonic extractor, and just converted it into single bank sticks. It's quite versatile. And the other one I've put out on my favoured usual right hand spot out in the main bay there at 19 wraps. I just clipped up automatically and put the lead out there, even though there's just chock full of weed in there now. It's a lot more weed in there than there was even a week ago. Yeah, that spot is still clear. So I've got to get used to looking in two directions when I look out on my rods. Yeah, so I've just done the standard half a dozen spots over that spot. So yeah, feels nice and muggy. I mean, I don't think I need a sweat top tonight on, but yeah, it's got that overcast muggy feeling. Got a bit of rain now. Yeah, pressure's dropping a little bit, I think. So hopes are high. It's 7:30 now. I don't know if I said that a minute ago. But, yeah, so I'm going to settle down, have some dinner, and have my eyes pointed in two different directions at those rods. Nothing doing last night. A few bleeps. Surprising. You know, it felt really carpy. Didn't hear any fish crashing or anything. I was encouraged by a few bleeps that I had, but they died off. It was just a silverfish getting amongst the spod mix and the bag mix. Yeah, still time. Well, nothing this time, but I'm going to aim to get back down when it's less busy to have another go. Well, I'm back in this swim again. It's Thursday, 24th of August, 7:30 in the evening now. I took tomorrow off, Friday, so I haven't got to get up early in the morning. Thinking, well, I think I'll get down there before the masses descend on Friday, you know, fishing the bank holiday weekend. But, oh no, it's busier than it's been ever, I think. Yeah. There's a lot of people down here, and I've actually had this swim or the margin swim to choose from. And the margin swim is still very weeded up and cuts off your options really for fishing down that margin, because the fish will just plug themselves in the very thick weed that's close in. This is not much better here. It's the weeds got even worse in the last week since I was here. I thought I'd try a different spot on the rod that's gone out to the left there. I've just moved it a bit further out to the right. It's clear again there. So yeah, I'm fishing a PVA bag. That's at just 11.5 wraps. And the right hand one has gone out on the same spot again in 19 reps. Had a bit of a leg about just to make sure that in the last week that clean spot hadn't weeded over, and it hadn't, thankfully. So yeah, it's not meant to rain tonight, hence got the brolly opened right up so I can comfortably see both rods from the bed. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm here till tomorrow lunchtime, but I'll be back once or twice at least through the bank holiday weekend, particularly if I don't catch tonight. And I'm not that confident actually, because I mean, fish have been coming out up the other end, out of the island swim, and out of the plateau swim, but nothing so much down this end, I don't think. So yeah, but you never know. You never know. There's someone fishing over in the far corner of the bay there, so it's just as well I've only got one rod out in there. Don't want to disturb him too much. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Right, okay, well it's Thursday evening beer time, and then a bit of dinner, and the sun is poking through the trees there, so I'll make it a bit of a sunset. Morning, it's 6:30 now. Plenty of bleeps on the left hand rod during the night. I don't know if that was like it was just now, ducks wandering through the swim and catching the line, because it's sitting quite high above the weed. Yeah. Heard a good fish at 4 this morning over in the bay there. Sky's clear. If it stays clear, then I might leave myself an hour or so to have a look around the lake, you know, with a view to doing a bit of topping if I can find any fish. That's assuming nothing happens here. I don't get any more signs. Yeah. Could be another blank. But there you go. I'll be back before long, sometime this weekend. Fizzing up down there. Oh, I might have to stick a bait in close. Look at it. Okay, but it's coming up 10:30 now. Pretty much packed away. It's clouded right over now, so I don't think I'm going to go and look around the lake. I'm just going to sit it out here for another hour, and then that'll be it. Okay, 11:30 now. I've got to be off. So yeah, I'll be back down before the bank holiday weekend is out. Monday, 28th of August. I couldn't get down the rest of the weekend. I thought I'd be coming down to an empty lake, you know, because everyone's back to work tomorrow. But I think a few people are going to be bunking off because it's absolutely packed. I had a choice of this swim, the island swim, or no carp corner, and that is it. That was it. There's lots of day anglers, but only taking up the day swims, and yeah, lots of people doing the night. So I think there's going to be a few calls in sick tomorrow. And that's because it's been fishing really well apparently over the weekend. There's been quite a few fish out. So let's hope I'm not late to the party, eh? I'm off tomorrow, so I've got until tomorrow lunchtime, so no early getting up and going off to work, which is good. So yeah, I've gone for the usual approach on the usual spots when I'm in this swim, so let's hope that something happens. That didn't take long, it's coming up 8:30 now. Oh. Well, how about that then, eh? Not even 8:30, it was just come up to 8:30. It just shows you that they can get through the bait quickly. It's a nice looking common. It's already spat the hook in the net, so made things easy. No, you're not going to make things easy, are you, mate? Didn't have so much of a problem with the weed with this one. Weeded me up a little bit, but not a great deal. Still got plenty of energy. I'd say mid-20. Oh god. Maybe zipping this up and putting it back in the water. Zipped up properly. Just drop back. After I put this fish back in the water, then stop now. My worst nightmare. A fish on the mat and another take. $24.5. Please don't go off other rod. Just wait 5 minutes. Not even that. Oh, they'd be good. Don't mess me about and then we can get you back. Nice clean fish, isn't it? Good. Do the other side quickly. Oh, no, come on. There's my front door going now. Oh. Come on. Please, cooperate. No, oh, you don't. Right, come on. I know. Go on. There we go. Go on. It's always good to get one when you know the lake's been fishing well. There's nothing worse than sitting there and nothing's happening for you, and it is for everyone else. So yeah, not that it is tonight. I mean it's early, but over the weekend, yeah, I think quite a few fish came out. So yeah, glad to have had that one. I can relax a bit now. I'm not sure what's going on with the right end rod with that bit of a drop back. That I had. I'm glad that it didn't go off with the fish on the mat, but I wonder whether there's a tangle or something like that. Right, okay, well it's only just gone 9 o'clock now, so who knows, I may see you again before the night is out. Morning, it's coming up 6:30 now. I was going to say not a bleep, but on my right hand rod there just now, another little bit of a drop back, which makes me wonder if my rig is tangled like I thought yesterday. Yeah, if it is, I've kicked myself for not putting the rod in and recasting it, even though it was dark. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it another hour, half hour to an hour, and if it doesn't go again, I'm going to rechuck it. There's fish crashing out there last night, quite active, and this morning. You can see over by the tall tree, the day swim just now. One's just crashed out there. Let's have a look. I'll show you. Let's turn this down. Where are you? There we are. Yeah, that's that was only a little one. So yeah, I think I'm going to rechuck that right end rod. I'm not happy with it. Sometimes you can just sense, don't you? Something quite right. But yeah, I may pack up a bit early and walk around a few swims. There's a car driving around on the far bank now. Someone looking for somewhere to fish today, I'm guessing. So yeah, right, I'm going to have my second coffee and then think about rechucking that rod. No tangle. Well, that rig wasn't tangled, but absolutely nailed it on the recast. Fresh bait on the hook, so yeah. Debating now whether to, or what time I'm going to pack up and have a little dabble elsewhere. It's pretty quiet out there now, pretty dead. The activity has died right off. think I'm going to start a slow pack away and just be ready to go over to one of those day swims, you know, around about 9:30, 10. Okay, well it's 10:30 now. I think I've got to go over there and have a look because there could be fish over there. Well, nothing's seen from a quick glance. I'm going to go and stand in that swim where that fish showed this morning, where the tall tree is, for 10-15 minutes. See if there's any movement. Down there. Right, I'm going to go and get a bag and a rod. Well, I gave it a good hour, but that fish never came back, so perhaps I should have allowed more time, but then again, I didn't know there was going to be anything over there, that I would see anything. So, yeah. Right, well, I'll be back in a couple of nights, so I'll see you then. In the meantime, that's it for this video, so please like, subscribe and share, and get out there and catch a whacker.